Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing really well and enjoying the sunshine as much as you can. I'm sorry I haven't posted for a while. I've been having some technical issues, but I hope they're resolved now and I can post more frequently next week. Today I'm going to show you how to make a stress ball. It's hard when you hit it and soft and squishy when you squish it really slowly. All you need is some corn flour, which you should be able to find in your kitchen cupboards. Obviously do check your parents or carers first, and some balloons. Yeah, I'd love to hear how you get on, and if you manage to make it, please comment below. And yeah, I hope you enjoy doing this activity. Okay, so corn flour, jug of water, spoon. Just put a very small amount of water in here because you don't need much. And actually I don't really have very much corn flour either, and the danger is if you put too much water in to start with, then you find you run out of corn flour before you've managed to make it all gloopy. So I've actually made the water a little bit warm. You can do it with cold water, but warm water tends to be a bit more effective, thickens it up a bit more quickly. So corn flour is actually used to thicken sauces, and so when it's put into the sauce, it's then warmed up and then it will really thicken the sauce. It's what's used in custard as well, which is why custard is also non-Newtonian fluid. So custard, when made properly, if you hit it, it's hard, and if you pour it, it goes all soft and liquid like. So I'm actually thinking this might be a little bit too much water, so I'm just going to pour a little bit out. Now the reason why I'm not giving you exact measurements is because it's really nice to experiment and to see watch it change, and then I'll show you by the end what kind of consistency you're looking for, so you can just practice and see what happens and watch it. So let me see if I can bring that a bit closer so you can see it. Right. Okay, so I'm just trying to mix it, and what you'll find is it feels really lumpy. Now I'm moving it slowly. When I move it slowly, then liquidy. So at the moment it's still a bit too runny, and the reason why I know that is because when I hit it, my spoon still goes straight through. It's like, you can test it. So the consistency you want to get it is such that when you hit it, it goes hard. So now I'm all out of corn flour, so I hope this is going to work. Yeah. So I'll mix it in. I can feel it feels really hard, and that block in the middle. And you don't want it too hard because you want it to be able to pour into your balloons. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to put it so you can see. There we go. So I give it a good mix. Now what you can do is, if you are not going to use it for the balloons, or you want to have a bit of a play with it beforehand, and put food colouring into it, and it makes really cool colour effects when you pour it in. In fact, I can get a little bit of food colouring from behind me. There we go. hopefully show you. So just to give you an idea of the consistency that you need. At the moment, when I go through slowly, you see it's runny. But when I hit it, you can see that I'm trying to show. Right, when I hit it, can you hear that thump? It's hard. But when I go through slowly, it's soft. It turns to liquid. So it goes to solid when met with hard impact, and then liquid when I move through slowly. There you go. It's so satisfying. So when you put in a drop of food colouring, it's quite difficult for me to show you this. And always when you use food colouring, make sure you put an apron on or old clothes, because food colouring stains. It does this cool thing. Let's see if I can show you. Kind of disperses. I can move it around. And you can mix it in, mix different colours in. See if I can, what happens when I put blue in as well. Where did I put my... Oh, here we go. Here's some blue. Put a drop of blue. There, so you can see the blue now going in. Mixing. So it has like a marbly effect. Okay, so now we need to get the mixture into the balloons. So I'm going to use the round balloons, but I also know that people often have these long ones lying around. I never tried it with the long ones. I actually don't have enough to try it. But because you kind of need around about 7 balloons. And the reason why you need about 7 is because it will otherwise be too weak to hold the gloop and will otherwise like pop when you're squeezing it. So you really do need your 7 balloons. Okay. So it is very, very tricky to put the gloop mixture into these balloons. You'll want to stretch them a little bit, and if you do have a funnel that you can use, that will really help. Or you can try doing it just on the end of the jug like that and then pouring in. I'm going to use a funnel because I have one. Another option is just getting some help and asking somebody else to hold the end of the balloon for you. So I'm going to put the balloon on the end of the funnel like this. And then take the spoon out. Now, as I've already explained, you need to move slowly with it to get it to be like a liquid. So as you're pouring this in, you're going to want to pour it slowly so that it actually doesn't solidify. I'm just going to give it a mix again because it's a bit stuck at the bottom. Okay. If you're finding it's not pouring, then you've got a little bit too much corn flour in. And you need to add just a little bit of water. But make sure you only add a little bit at a time so you don't accidentally make it too runny. Okay, so I'm going to pour it in. As you can see, the balloon is filling up. Okay. Gradually filling up with the glue mixture. Be a bit careful if you are using a funnel, because you can end up pouring lots into the funnel and then finding that the balloon overflows. So, which I think I might have done a little bit. I'll have to see how much the balloon expands. If you have like really hard, like the hard balloons, the ones that are a bit tougher and less stretchy, the trick is to fill them with water, fill them up with water first and let the water out, and then it stretches them so that they're a little bit more malleable when you come to trying to fill them up with the glue mixture. I've got a mixture of balloons. These ones are a bit more stretchy, which is what I've used first. These ones are a bit thicker, which is what I use after. I think my balloon is full, and I happen to still have some mixture in the top of the funnel, so I'm going to do this over the jug. There we go. Just going to wipe off there's a little bit of gloopy mixture on there, and that's okay. I'm just going to wipe off a bit. So this is actually quite clean activity, because as you can see, it just kind of powders away. So when you get it on your fingers and stuff, it washes off really easily. It cleans off surfaces really easily. So although it seems like a messy activity, it's so easy to clean and wash your hands after that it's actually not that messy, unless you use the food colouring, and then you do need to be a bit more careful, as I said, because it can stain clothes. So now you tie a knot in the top by wrapping just like you would do normal tying up a balloon, but you get your thumb, pull it over to make a hole where your thumb is, and then push it through like that. Okay. Okay, so now you need to cut off the end. Not too close so you break the knot, but just about there. Make sure I haven't done it too close. The knot is nice and tight because you don't want it leaking. Okay. Now you get your next balloon. See if I can. Oh. Now save your favourite colour balloon till last. That will be your number 7 balloon. And then, actually this one's too tricky. Right. I'm getting a stretchier one. You may need some help with this. is easier with 2 people, because one of you can hold open the balloon while the other one pushes this one in. And I'm just aware that these balloons that I've used, although they're stretchy, which makes it easier, they're also weaker, which means that they break more easily. So there we go, got it in. Then each time you put one on, you don't need to do a knot. You just go really close up, but not too close. So you don't want to actually cut the balloon beneath it. You just cut off the end. There you go. And then get another balloon. And as you can see, when you cut off the end, you leave a bit of a space. So when you put the next balloon on, you're going to want to cover that space. So you start by pushing it in on that end. So now cut this end, cut this bit off. I happen to have cut the balloon beneath it as well a little bit. Ah, I see what happened. So when I was putting the other balloon on, somehow I managed to get this one scrunched up. So I have to do, so I've only actually done 2 layers. So try again. Do a 3rd layer. So, ooh. Okay. Oh, I actually have my fingers a bit. Okay, so we got, there we go. 3rd one. Okay, so basically you need to keep doing this until you've got 7 balloons on there. Okay, so I've now got my 7 layers of balloon around here. If you actually don't have 7 balloons, I would say, I mean 7, I have done it with 5 and it hasn't popped. If you've got the really strong balloons, like the really thicker ones that are kind of harder to get round, then I think you'll be fine with doing it with 5. So as you can see, you squeeze it slowly. You can squeeze it and it's malleable. It actually goes squeezing at the end. But when you try and hit it, it's like really hard. So yeah, so these make really, really, really good stress balls. But also they're just fun to play with and fun to make. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get lots of fun out of making and playing with your stress balls. As I said, if you don't have balloons, then you can still just play with the gloop. The gloop is really fun. I will add a link below to the science on non-Newtonian fluids if you're interested. And yeah, I will hopefully be posting some more videos soon. As I said, it won't be every single day during the holidays, but yeah, I will be posting another one at the beginning of next week. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sunshine in whatever way you can, and keep safe.